On the 23rd of February, West Ham United confirmed the sale of Portuguese international defender Jose Fonte to Chinese Super League side Dalian Yifang for £5 million. In this episode of Hammers Chat Insight, we're going to take a look at his time here and ask the question, was Fonte underrated? On the 20th of January 2017, West Ham announced the central defender had signed for £8 million. Immediately afterwards, it was discovered the reason for this purchase was that Angelo Ogbonna required surgery which would keep him out for a lengthy period. Jose didn't enjoy the best of starts at the London Stadium, and this was not helped as the money for his and Robert Snodgrass's arrival was raised from the sale of Dimitri Payet. In December, West Ham's majority shareholder, co-chairman and the man in charge of transfers, David Sullivan, spoke in an interview with The Guardian about those two signings. He stated, "I'm not involved in the strategy. The manager says he wants Fonte from Southampton and Snodgrass from Hull. My kids begged me not to sign them." The defender described the comments as ignorance, and since then, his departure has perhaps been inevitable. Previous to this, Jose Fonte appeared to have persuaded international teammate William Carvalho of Sporting Lisbon to join the Hammers in the summer, only for the chief negotiator to fail to secure the deal. Fast forward to the January transfer window, and despite the lack of support from his employer, Fonte helped to persuade yet another Portuguese international to join the Irons, this time João Mario from Inter Milan. Off the pitch, Jose showed signs of true professionalism during his 14-month stint at the club, but did he perform well enough on it? We have taken the stats from last season as well as the current one to see how he compared to his fellow centre-backs. He comes in second for tackles and interceptions with only Declan Rice and Ogbonna ahead of him respectively. Jose makes 1.7 blocks per game, the average made by West Ham centre-backs, and 2.7 headers. As you can see, he hits average or above for all but one category, clearances. He falls short compared to the other three seniors, but just like Declan Rice, there's a reason for that: his passing. While at Southampton, Fonte averaged 55 passes per game, and while that has lessened somewhat, he makes the second most passes per game at West Ham with the fifth best accuracy. Perhaps more surprisingly, the 34-year-old would make a key pass every second game on average, with only Azpilicueta, Bruno Martins Indi and chart topper Aaron Cresswell with better statistics from a central defensive position. As mentioned, Jose Fonte did not have the best starts to his West Ham career. However, it was widely thought that prior to his injury, he had been the best centre-back during his 8 appearances this season. The biggest reason for Fonte's improvement could have been the arrival of Pablo Zabaleta. If we take a look at his average position from the games against Liverpool and Stoke last season and compare it to the one in the 2-2 draw against Crystal Palace, his last game for West Ham United, you can see the difference playing alongside the Argentinian compared to Antonio or Byram in the right wing-back role. Jose Fonte's sale now means that West Ham United have generated £11 million in profit this season from player trading, and with Fonte being paid £75,000 a week, the club will save a further £1.1 million in wages between now and the opening of the summer transfer window on the 9th of June. What do you think of the sale? Was Jose Fonte underrated at West Ham? Let us know in the comments below. I have been Gio. This has been a Hammers Chat Insight. Thank you for watching. If you have not already, check out the third episode of the Insight series as we take a look at the player Jose Fonte helped bring to the London Stadium, João Mario.